Wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to talk about Man United's third game of the season, of the Premier League season. Another home game as we're taking on Nottingham Forest. Obviously, Man United hasn't had, what should we say, the best of starts. Not just results wise, but mainly maybe the performance, which we will be diving into, of course, and you know, some parts of Eric Ten Hag's press conference, team news, um, as we do need to address some injuries that has occurred for Man United. Uh, Starting 11, what I'm predicting that Ten Hag will be doing, and of course at the end predicting the score. So if that sounds good, make sure that you of course give this video here a what? Big thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's try to make that happen, shall we? Also, feel free to join the sft membership. Link is in the description box or pinned in the chat. It's just another way to support the channel. You get a customized badge next to your name, customized emojis that you can use in the chat. And once we get more members in, we'll start to do sneak peek into upcoming content and behind the scenes stuff as well. So yeah, big up to Ravi. Hope you're doing well. Ravi, I did save the two of your questions, which I will be answering throughout the show. So they will be answered. But yeah, let's dive in. So, like I said, we're facing Forest at home. And, usually we have a pretty good record at home. I mean, it's, I believe, 30 games unbeaten at home. It's a very good record. The only game we lost in the Premier League at home was actually the opening game against Brighton. Other than that, we were cruising. Okay, even against like the top six teams and whatnot. No, we did win. So that says a lot. But obviously we did win the this opening game, the season against Wolves. We do know that okay, we won 1-0, but obviously the performance wasn't very well. And the following game, which was the away game against Spurs, 2-0. That definitely wasn't good. We had an okay, all right, decent few minutes here and there in the first half. The second half, we just got completely overrun, especially in that midfield, which was definitely very, you know, annoying to see as a Man United fan. The window is closing in, I think, a week. Yeah, this week from now will be deadline day. So we don't have that much time left. We do need to get some reinforcement coming in. Uh, and if we don't make that happen, I'm gonna be very concerned. I'm not gonna lie. If we don't make that happen, then my prediction for Man United season will be definitely very much different. I always make new, I did do a prediction video, how the season will end before the season started, but I always like to update my predictions after the window closes. So we will be doing that. So stay tuned for that for sure. Um, sometime the following week after the window closes. But yeah, and with Forest, they who was it? They lost to Arsenal, but they put in a good fight, and we know that our former Man United academy player Anthony Elanga, the Swedish international, obviously left to play for Forest on a permanent deal. And he's from what I've seen, he's had some good, you know, impact from the bench, and he could definitely be a trouble on tomorrow's game. It's going to be for you guys that live in the UK. It's going to be like a 3 p.m. kickoff, so that'll definitely be interesting. But hopefully he's and I like Elanga. It didn't work out, but doesn't mean that I don't think that he's gonna be good at another club, which I think he will be. I just hope that fam just be a bit meaty tomorrow. Like hopefully Wan-Bissaka will have you wrapped around your finger. Hopefully. Hopefully that will be the case. But yes, so when it comes to, I mean, Ten Hag did have a press conference earlier today with, some team news in terms of yesterday. We kind of did already find out the news about Luke Shaw being injured, just some type of muscular injury. Haven't fully assessed it yet, but it looks to be that potentially a few weeks, but hopefully it won't be months. But they are looking to get another left back temporary replacement. So I feel like when they're doing that, ooh, then I don't know. Does that maybe seem like he might be gone for way longer? Dallo, we know, can play on the left. He has done that before as a left back. But, Malaysia, obviously, there's a few, which Ten Hag mentioned, there are still a few weeks until he's ready to go. So the only really backup other than Dallo on that left back side, we have Alvaro Fernandez. I believe that he potentially would have been going on loan at this time right now. I don't think he should be going on loan because we need you. But either way, we are looking essentially for another left back option. Like I said, a temporary one. The name that came up just not a long ago earlier today was Ryan Bertrand. I believe he's a free agent, and I'm just like, no disrespect to Ryan Bertrand. No, once again, literally, no disrespect. Okay, but come on now, we are going back first. What are we doing? Is this supposed to be a retiring home for people? What are we doing? Like, Johnny Evans came back. I was thinking, okay, maybe that's just going to be for the preseason. No, now Ten Hag wants him to stay here for, to give him 1 year contract. Okay. Should we just get the whole band back? Should we just bring on Marcus Rojo, that Daily Blind, Chris Smalley? Should all the band them just come back? Should we just do that? Why not? Just for vibes? Should we bring back everybody? Fellaini as well? Come on. Everybody just come back. Michael Keane? Huh? No. What are we doing? Like stuff like that just makes me be like, yo, my club. I'm not saying I'm not too, reactionary to the extent where I'm saying that our season is over. No, no. I'm waiting to give to really start panicking, fully panicking until the window closes. Because I need to make sure, are we getting somebody in or are we not getting anybody in? Because Mount is also now injured. He will be um on the sidelines for a few weeks, at least until I think like past potentially international duty. So he will be missing like I believe English qualifying games potentially. Because by the way, to those who are tuning in, like the video. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. So I'm just talking about the team news to those who just tuned in. Højlund not available. There were rumors that Rasmus Højlund would potentially be on the bench for tomorrow's game, but that's not the case. Ten Hag did say, he's back. I mean, training more so with the squad, but he does need like a full-on week. So we could maybe see him for the Arsenal away game next Sunday. That could happen. Either way, he ain't available for tomorrow. Onana, it was news saying earlier, at least yesterday, that he, will probably go back to the Cameroonian squad. So that will be very interesting. And then we do know that AFCON is coming, next year, January, February-ish. But either way, I think he probably would only be missing 2 games though, due to AFCON being at least two first week of AFCON being um, while we had the international break in the Prem. So that's at least a good thing. But we are also looking to get a second goalkeeper. Dean Henderson is still looking to leave, which I think is the best thing for us to do. Um, is there anything else? Lastly, like I said, still injured, of course. Diallo. Martial is still available, even though we haven't really used him yet. So we'll see. But I think he probably would start though. We'll see. He will be used either way. But yeah, I don't know. And also with the midfield, like even prior to the news of course, um, Mount getting injured, we still do need to get another midfielder in. I would preferably would love to get two. I made a video earlier this week talking about, okay, should we get either Sufyan Amrabat from Fiorentina or a Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich, or maybe get both, both of them would be rather of the cheaper option if we look at how overly saturated this transfer window has become, or just the overall market in general. There's been record broken here in the Prem, the most expensive player, yada, yada, yada. So, hey, and Sufyan Amrabat is what was reported yesterday not training with the Fiorentina squad. Okay, he's training by himself. Obviously, his head is not at Fiorentina. He's waiting for that move. I believe he potentially has a year left of his contract. He's waiting. Okay, I think personal terms was agreed with Man United months back, weeks back. He's I know we have to sell players, but can we please get our fingers off from our butt and actually go ahead and do something? Because I will get furious if I don't see a Suvan Amrabat holding the Man United in a Man United shirt with the new shirt number, okay? Ready to go after the windows closed. If we don't see that, who uncomfortable conversations, mad discussions will be had. Oh my God, I already said that I do need the board to go. Once we hopefully get new owners in, whenever that happens, I don't know. But once they do come in, I need the whole board to go. We already know how they dealt with the whole Voldemort slash number 11 slash MG situation, and it hasn't been pretty at all. Very much showed a sheer incompetence from the board. Okay, especially Richard Arnold, John Burt as well interested with it's not fam, it ain't cute. It ain't looking good whatsoever. So they gotta go. They gotta go. But I digress. Regardless, for tomorrow's game, I feel a bit weird about it. The thing that helps is the fact that it's a home game. That definitely makes me feel a lot more inclined to say that we will win, but I don't think it's gonna be smooth sailing. I think, uh, Taiwo, I always mispronounce his name, but the striker up top for Forest, Iweni, I think that's how we pronounce it. Do By the way, I apologize if I did butcher it. He has a beautiful name though, Iweni, I think. Him, hey, he might cook. Morgan Gibbs-White, yo, come on now. We had a wonderful under 21 Euros. Very good. Elanga coming in, looking fresh as one of the wingers. Come on now. Brendan Johnson. They got some good players. But hopefully, technically, we should be winning. We should. But when, let's be honest. How many times do we say, man, I should, but sometimes we don't? You know, I do expect us to do it, but I ain't gonna lie, we'll see. The thing is though, now with the midfield, with the fact that Mount is not available, you would see maybe a Eriksen coming in. Because I don't think a McTominay still aren't being used. Last game, probably would have been smart to maybe bring him on, but if it's not a part of your plans, Tenag, then I can get it. I can see it, but then there's not really a point of even having him on the bench. If you're not even going to utilize him, then don't have him on the bench. Because I guess then I feel like it will be wasteful. What's the point? Use that for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, at least, because it's very apparent, very clear that Scott McTominay is not in Eric Ten Hag's plans. I mean, the stats showed that Fred was more used compared to a Scott McTominay. Fred left, right, to Fenerbahce. I believe he did score, but it was an offside goal. Either way, he's doing his thing. Scott McTominay has been, reported to rumored to go to West Ham. West Ham is still interested, even though we did decline an offer from West Ham because we do value him a bit more, which I get. Like it will be a pure and sheer profit for us, and I think nothing less than 40. I think that's fair, and I know a lot of people. You shouldn't be. Why do you think McTominay would be going for that much money? People laugh at us when we don't sell correctly, when we undersell our players, and when we try to actually get some peace for them, that's when we are okay, being a bit too ambitious or a bit too naive. Like, come, we can't win, we cannot win. But technically, we put ourselves in this situation with the wages that we've been given to these players. It ain't good. I know Brandon Williams has went on loan to oh, where was it? Not Middlesbrough. It was a team for McKenna. Can't remember which team it was, but a team in the championship. He's went on loan. And also we've sold another academy player, Noam Emedam, who did score and assist in the first preseason game um, against Leeds when I went to the game here in Oslo, and I did get to take a picture with him. A nice lad. But yeah, he went to Giroending. I cannot pronounce the club, but yeah, he went. So I think we got like 1 million or so. Obviously, we cannot sell probably at all. But yeah, it's it's a mess at Man United. It's been, the past few weeks has been really challenging being a Man United fan. It's been a lot. I'm just glad I said yeah, I started so I can watch. At least I can get to watch Inter here and there, even though Inter is also, they be a mess as well with what they are doing in the window. So let's not get it twisted, with from top to bottom there. But both of my teams were a mess. Freaking hell, I can't catch a break. Never at all. But the main question here, even though I mentioned so many stuff in terms of off the pitch stuff with the club just being in a disarray, can we still fix this? Hopefully. I do believe in Ten Hag to get this ship sailed, to steady the ship. I believe and hope that he can do it. But we do have to get proper people on board up top for us to do it. But hey, we will see how we move in the window. Either way, how we will how will we move tomorrow is the main question. Okay? How do we move tomorrow? I'm very content with Onana so far. Of course, there's been, I know people talk about the howlers and whatnot, but I like Onana. I do. I did say when we were linked with him, even before then, and there were so many people talking about, yeah, but we probably need to move the hell away now, move on from him, get somebody else more in, a modern goalkeeper. For me, it was like, okay, Onana. Either Mike McDonough or Onana. Onana. That connection with Ten Hag, come on. Also, a lot of people has overlooked his um, shot stopping abilities, and I rate it. I rate it. I rate it. Of course, he can have some reckless bozo moments in him, 100%. But I do feel like he fixes that with him also being so good with the feet, and also having just like his awareness is very key, and I also do like his leadership abilities as well. I think that's very important, especially for our team. It really is. um yeah, let me show you guys what I'm thinking in terms of the starting 11 prediction. Do let me know what you guys are thinking. So this is literally what I assume Ten Hag will be doing, and not necessarily exactly what I would want, but what I think he might do. So I want to show that to y'all real quick. There we go. And make sure you, of course, like I said, like the video and subscribe if you're new. Leon says Man United 5-0 Forest, fam. Who's gonna score those goals? We haven't last season we had like two games where we scored 4 goals. 2 games. And that was not in the Prem. And that was cup games. We haven't had a single game where we score 5 goals. We That's not happening. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to smack up Forest 5-0. I want to see those numbers. I want us to have like a 3-4-0 incredible performance convincing performance. We haven't had that in a while. We don't score enough goals. That's something that we have to fix. When will it happen? I don't know. I actually do not know. Okay, so like I said, feel free to let me know what you guys are thinking. There we go. So, this is my lineup for tomorrow's game. What I'm predicting Ten Hag will do. I could be wrong. I was wrong last time. He did the exact same lineup as he did in the opening game against Wolves. But here we are. Onan, of course, in goal. Wan-Bissaka as a right back. Set back partnership the same. Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, and then bringing Dallo on as the left back because Luke Shaw obviously is injured. Um, and Dallo has played as a left back before. Um, because the Juve says, "Come on, Forest. Elanga, please score. Get out of here. I hope you guys get slapped up by Newcastle. How about that?" Leon says, "Have you seen Mitoma goal against Wolves?" Ooh, yeah, I did. I did see it. I didn't watch the game, but I saw a clip of it on Twitter. He's so good. I would love to get him. Pick up Jordan. Hope you're doing well. People do subscribe to Jordan's channel. Show him some love. So, and in that midfield, Casemiro, Christian Eriksen as Mount is not available. He's injured. No, Juvraj, I do not want the veteran. No, thank you. Rewind earlier when I talked about that whole incident. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes, the captain. I need to have Rashford on the left. I cannot have Rashford up top. Rashi, go to the left. Martial, you fit? Come in. I don't want Anthony to start. I don't want him to start at all. But Ten Hag is going to start him. I hope he puts in Pelestri or even Sancho on the right. I think Sancho deserves to. I I I rate Ten Hag. Y'all know I love him. Uncle Eric, I love him. But I also have to be a little bit critical due to the fact of okay, preseason game, a lot of those games, Jane Sancho was playing as a false nine. What's the point of him playing as a false nine in a lot of okay, some games here and there, I get it. But most of the times when he was playing as a false nine. And now, as the season started, he hasn't played as a false nine one time. Okay, I know it's only the third game now, but why can't you have him play in the false nine again? Because why do you persist on using Rashford? Rashford is he's not a nine. He's not a striker. Okay. Also, I am kind of sick of the sulking and the type of body language sometimes that Rashford be doing when he plays up front. And sometimes when team doesn't go his way, he can kind of I don't know, not really fully track back. And I'm like, brother, you better than this. Come on, come on. And the thing is, though, Ganacho, I love him as well, but I do think he can't. We can't really expect him to have to start the game. Okay, I still believe that he at some point you can see him start more games, but he's still very young, only 19 years old. Okay, and he looks way better coming off from the bench. You know, and in the two games where we've had Rashford up top, Anthony on the right, and then Rashford on the left, it's been very much of just three players just playing for themselves, being very selfish. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of the Anthony for no reason trying the Hollywood long shot, long distance shots. Okay, I know you did it in in your on your debut against Arsenal last season. Okay, at home when we won 3-1. I get it. Okay, but calma. And I know there's stuff happening. Not that we're gonna be taking it here, but there's stuff obviously happening with Anthony off the football stuff that that has to the club hasn't addressed that, and he's still playing. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But either way, if we're gonna focus on the footballing abilities, I don't think he should even be starting. He should actually eat bench a little bit. Why not? Because I'm tired. I think after the Spurs game, I was like, I don't think he's it. And usually I try to be open for a lot of players and give them time. I don't like really writing players off and being very not negative, but just giving my thoughts then and saying, okay, no, this is not going to work. But I think I just am starting to just give up on Anthony. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I really am. Really tired of it. It doesn't give me the old school Man United type of winger. I want somebody to go more at them. Okay, go more at the defenders. Be a bit more direct in counter attack. You know what? When it comes to counter attack in transition, Anthony doesn't work. He really doesn't. Have to keep it 100. It does not work. There's so many goal scoring opportunities where he be in, but he slows down the game and then he be making the wrong decision. It's tiring. It's very tiring. And Rashi, like I said, as a striker, doesn't work. Have him on the left. Have him on the left. But you do need to work on the attitude, brother, because you can do better. Come on now. You got a new contract. Buckle up and show up, my G. Because I know you can do it. I want you to give me the same numbers, 30 plus, okay? Goals and assists, contributions, like you did last season. I want to see that this season as well. I would love to see 20 goals in the Prem. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but close to. I want you to have a great, amazing season like you had last season, or even better. We gave you the piece. I need you to show up. But you can't just be him showing up. Everybody else got to show up as well. We can't have this midfield being ran through left and right. Come on now. Come on. And now Martial up top. Why not? And then bring Sancho in. I don't know, people. It's very limited up top. Very limited, as we don't have Højlund to come in this game. We should probably get another striker in, but hey, that's for another video. Big up to Lewis. It's hi everyone. Hopefully we can win this game. Fam, we better. We better. Do let me know, by the way, your starting 11 for tomorrow. Like I said, this is what I'm predicting Tenag will do. Okay? Due to the fact of people being absent because of injury. So, just so we make that clear. Um, yeah, if I could pick, then Anthony wouldn't start. I would have actually Sancho on the right or Palestri. One or the other. One or the other. One or the other. Legit. Okay, let's go back here. There we go. So, hmm. See, that's kind of what I think in terms of who's going to be starting. But what am I? Wait, let me. Oh, big up to Alumba. Hello, hope you're doing well. There was a question here. Yeah, so Ravi, obviously, I've answered that. Will we see Dallo in place of Shaw for the time being? Yup, most likely. How do United stop forced attacks? I mean, we gotta be on it in terms of that midfield. I do not need a Morgan Gibbs-White just running rings around our midfield. We do not need that. I'll tell you that much. Okay. After my friend, how's you? Can't stay as I have a live soon, but came to give you a like. Oh, thank you. Big up. Good luck on the live show. Hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just we are at home. That should be to our advantage as we are, like I said, at home. Okay, StreamYard doing a madness here with the Wi-Fi. I don't know why. Yeah, hopefully it'll get itself sorted. But yeah, keep getting the likes up, everybody. As we are, since we're talking about the likes, let's double check. We got 30 likes. Okay, I think we can do better though. So if you haven't liked the video yet, do like the video and do subscribe as well. We're 3 subscribers away from 2,100 subscribers as we are on the road to what? 3K subscribers. Let's try to make that happen, shall we? Okay. Okay. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Before we start to wrap up, because this match preview is not going to be the longest, but next week, by the way, as we will be beating Arsenal next Sunday, I will be having guests on uh, for that match preview. I'm going to be starting having more guest people on. So that's going to be good. But yeah, my prediction for the game, I think we will win. I think we will win. I'm going to say 2-1. I don't think it's going to be very convincing, but I think we'll get the job done. I would love for us to get 3-0, 4-5. Like I would love for us to just smack up Nottingham Forest, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't. But I hope that we can see a response. I know that even though we still have injuries, which a lot of the other teams do have. Let's keep it 100. We're not the only one, but we still should be having enough to be able to win the game. Okay? The home record is good. We know that the away record, especially against the top 9 teams, aren't good enough. And that's something that we need to work on. I mean, I don't know we can change that for the Arsenal game next Sunday, but right now I'm just going to focus on tomorrow's game and hopefully we'll get the job done. But before I leave, I do want to hear your prediction as well for the game. Do you think we're going to win? Or do you think we're going to draw, lose? Let me know an exact score line as well. Okay? I know earlier Leon says Man United 5-0. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be, negative here, but just being honest. Someone says, Sophia, what is your preferred lineup? Not what you think Eric Ten Hag will do. What would you like to see? I'm tired of the same boring football Eric Ten Hag and his favorites are playing. Oh, okay. I was saying, okay, that I would. I mean, before you came, I was, obviously giving the what I predict and assume that Ten Hag would do, but what I would want. I mean, obviously, Luke Shaw's not available, so I'll probably have Dallo as left back. We'll make do, but whew, Then again, when he did play as a left back against Forest last season, he actually did score. So, you know, that's not a bad thing. Um, so we'll have the only change that I would do to that back line is bringing Dallo in. Midfield, actually I would have Bruno and Eriksen. Bruno and Eriksen, and just because we're at home, so I think that can work. And Bruno, of course, like Casemiro, Bruno, Eriksen, Rashford on the left, up top. Even though I said Martial because I think Ten Hag will do that, but I would want to have Sancho up top, and then I would want to have Pelestri as the right wing, and put Anthony on the bench because I'm starting to get really tired of him, man. I really am starting to get hella annoyed. I ain't gonna hold you. It's starting to piss me off. Because right now, I know we paid a lot of money. Obviously, it wouldn't be that much money if we would have just gone in earlier. But like, oh my god, you're trying to like defend players. You're trying to be like you're trying to back them, but at some point, you just be like, I can't do it no more. I'm tired. I'm tired using so much energy to back certain players when some of them just aren't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just aren't simply good enough. That's what it is. So what we need to do, we need to get some new players in. That midfield though, even though Ten Hag was asked, okay? Let me find some quotes here. I do have give me one second. Give me one second. Simon Stone, BBC Sports, he had like some bullet points of what Ten Hag said, and he did talk about that midfield. On criticism of his midfield against Tottenham. That assessment is not right. It is not about the midfield. It is about the back and the front. That is why we were open. Who child? Child. I love you, Uncle Eric. I do. It's niece Sophie. It's Sophie, your niece. Your your niece from another mother, brother. You know what I mean. Regardless, midfield is not looking good. We are completely open. It's just like we're like yo, come over here. We're completely just we're open peekaboo type open. It's just it's abysmal. We have to get Sufjan. Amrabat is literally twerking for us. He's saying, "Come over here. I'm ready. Come and get me, but make me feel wanted." That's literally what Sufjan Amrabat is doing. If we miss out on Amrabat, if Amrabat still wears a Fiorentina shirt, no, you know what? If he wears any other shirt than a Man United shirt after the window has closed, there will be issues. There will be hell to pay. We got the Ratchet. Hope you're doing well. Man United need to try and concentrate on winning. Yep. Says Man United 2-0. Okay. Lewis Jackson says 2-1 or 1-1 probably. Okay. Cool. I was saying 2-1 because I feel like they're going to score. Away and he's going to score. Or Morgan Gibbs-White. One or the other. I wouldn't even be shocked if Alanga scores. Not that I'm trying to put that into the universe, but psh. Big up Nathan. Hope you're doing well. Says, I'm glad you're coming around on Anthony Sofia. I told you he can't improve his weak foot in the off season. Yeah, fam. I think for me, I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to maybe hope and believe, you know, that it will work out. But I don't know, man. Because for some play, maybe this league is just not for you. Maybe that's the thing. Or maybe this team, maybe how we're trying to play, that's just not for you. Which is mad because it's your former coach. But then again, the league is different. The intensity is different. The physicality is different. Way more high paced, high speed. It's different. It's not, and this is not me disrespecting the Eredivisie, but let's keep it 100. It's not the Eredivisie. It's different. And of course, some players, it takes time to get used to this league. Others can really get into it like that, such as a Holland, for instance. Either way, I just have like a bad feeling that it's not going to work out with Anthony. So we'll see. But I really hope that he's not going to start tomorrow. I want to see him on the bench. Okay, have somebody else go. I've heard from Ajax fans like online that Ten Hag obviously can tend to be a bit stubborn. He can be very much on his principles and stuff like that. Even though some parts of last season we had to kind of scrap a little bit of the principles in terms of the style. Very different from what he wanted to actually initially do, but he didn't really have the proper personnel for it, right? But we have to fix this. Get some new players in. The players that just aren't good enough, they gotta go. And then also, if there's players that aren't a part of your plan, don't even have them on the bench. Have them train for themselves. If McGuire doesn't want to go, make him want to go. Okay? Obviously, we can't force you, but it has to be like, okay, yeah, obviously, I'm not a part of the plan, so okay, I gotta just work, train by myself, stuff like that. I still believe that he probably will go. Somebody else will come in. I just have a feeling, but we'll see. It says he sounds like Ule more and more with his answers. I'm worried, not as ruthless as we think. Shouldn't have bought Onana and Mount this season. We need more important signings first. I think I disagree with the fact that we shouldn't have bought Onana. I do think Onana was an important signing to get. Mount, though, that one, I still don't get. I still don't understand Mount signing. Onana, definitely understand. Makes sense. And so far, I've liked him very well. Um, but with Mount, yeah, I don't know. Columbus says, I don't know what problems Eric Ten Hag is facing at Man United. I know it's rotten from the bottom down, but that should mean we give him a free pass every time we play bad because we have Glazers. Oh, hey, that's exactly why I've always said I back him, but I'm still gonna be giving my honest and constructive criticism. Okay, I'm not gonna go to the extreme because there are people out there that saying, "Oh my God, Eric Ten Hag out." That's when I feel like, okay, y'all doing a bit too much. Calm down, you know. But we obviously have to still be open and honest about some of the stuff that he gets wrong. In Mount, I'm still not convinced. Hopefully, it can work out, but I'm concerned. I am concerned. And he's now injured, so we'll see. But we should have gotten other people in. Or says Nate, bro, not that bad. Need to be more intense. That's probably all Man United need to do. Gain control. There. Nathan says, I'll explain the Nana thing when we chat live and see what why I say that. Yeah, yeah, we can for sure. Nathan, I will be doing a live match reaction for. Obviously, I'm doing one for tomorrow, but that's just going to be like a short, quick one. But next week for this the Arsenal one, I would love to have you on. So we'll talk for sure. That would be dope. So we can talk more about Unana or other, if it of course it's you know relevant for the conversation. But yeah, we need to. But it says kind of worried. Only left back we have now is Dallo. Technically, we have Alvaro Fernandez as well, but he doesn't really be getting a chance like that. Nathan says to Lumba, well said. Go Luton Town. Yeah, I hope Luton smack up Chelsea later. Yeah, Nathan, exactly what I said earlier. We better not send Alvaro off now on a loan. No, 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 no. Or even sell. Nah, no, 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 no. We are lucky that the window still is open, but it's just, God, it's a lot. We probably should be getting another center back in that can maybe be versatile. Maybe the Pavard one wouldn't have been so bad now, right? Hindsight. Because Luke Shaw, what was really nice with him is that okay, he can play as a left back, but in certain moments, if needs be, we can also have him as a center back. But since he's out now for a few weeks or maybe a month, maybe a few months. Hopefully, that won't be the case, but that could be the case. We are missing that versatility that Luke Shaw has. So we are in a little bit of trouble. Lord have mercy. Ah, Donald says, I'm not saying everything out. I'm just saying why always blaming Anthony, for example, when it's everything out, putting him there every single game, acting like he can't see how horrible he is. He acts naive. Exactly. 100%. I agree. Because the thing is with Ten Hag, we have seen him be ruthless with players. If they, well, for instance, when Maguire and Luke Shaw were horrendous in the first two opening games last season, he put them on the bench. And he had other players coming in. Malacia was going on the run, and then when Malacia started to be poor, Luke Shaw came in. So we know he can do it. But some point with Anthony, we haven't really seen him fully. Just we can see him maybe doing in-game management where he, okay, 78 minutes, he bring Anthony off. But I want to see a game where Anthony's not on, not because he's injured, not because he's not fit, but because tactically you feel like this is not working. You haven't been performing good last game. Now we need to put somebody else and give that person a chance. You know. So I agree with you. I think I'm not going to sit there and just be on Anthony, Anthony, Anthony. I'm also completely agreeing with you, Tolumba. That the fact that Anthony is still playing even though he's been poor, that's then something that we need to obviously you know, uh, make the manager be accountable for. You know, Keith Fernandez, yeah, yep. Luton Tower are going to lose. We'll see. It'll be hilarious if Chelsea lose. It's the top three best players in preseason for me. Ooh, with Pelestri and Sancho, non-player star. And that, yeah, that is a very good point. I mean, Sancho, I really liked in that Arsenal game when he played first time. I really was like, yo, maybe. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you catch that, Nathan, but I was saying this is maybe the part that I can be a bit critical when it comes to Ten Hag. Why are you? Why did you use Jane Sancho as a false nine throughout the majority of preseason, but you haven't tried that out for this season? You completely scraped it, and you use Rashford as a false nine when it doesn't work. Especially if we're going to be having the ball for most of the time, and we're at home against the opposition, weaker opposition, we shouldn't have Rashford be the false nine. Rashford should be on the left. Go out at the defenders. You know, we'll play Bruno at his preferred 10 with Cass playing 6 and Edison at 8. Yep, that's exactly my what I predicted and what I'm hoping we can see as well. I don't want to see as well Bruno on the right. I oh my god, I can't. No, I don't want to see Bruno no more on the right. Hell no. Lewis says, is Anthony being a bit like Sancho at the minute? Just can't quite get into the game? I don't know. I don't know. It's just something ain't working. Here says, I'd say Anthony need to be on fraud wash as of now, especially with how much you pay for him. Hopefully, Perez restarts for you as he's been playing better than Ganacho. Yep. The thing is, though, when Pelestri comes in just for a few minutes, he's actually played very well. Like, literally. Yeah, I think it was one game. Which game was it last season where he came in last few minutes and I don't know if he got an assist, but he was just there was something like a really good run he had that ended up creating like a big chance and we just score from it. So there's abilities. He's fast as well. He's not afraid to go at defenders. I wish we could see more. I like Pelestri from what I've seen so far. But we'll see. Pick up to Stefano. Says last chance Salon for Sancho and Fast 9. I think he'll do good. It would be nice to see him. We'll see. Versus 100% exactly. Harry Pelestri start and Ganacho from the bench. Yep. The thing is though, Pelestri would then be on the right, and then Ganacho will be on the left. As we don't really be seeing Ganacho on the right at all. Watch us win tomorrow and see how the Man United admin will go crazy, acting like we won trouble. It's Forest for crying out loud. I'm not saying we shouldn't celebrate, but they overdo it. 100% they overdo. Let's keep it 100. They do. you know that definitely does happen where we can overdo it. I mean, of course, I'll be happy if we win, but it does depend on the performance as well because we won against Wolves on the opening game, not this Monday, but the Monday before. But we shouldn't have won the game. We know that. It was a penalty. We know that. Well, we got away with one. And then karma next game, slapped up by Spurs. Yeah, we need to get some new players in. So for me, not much would necessarily change tomorrow because I need to see more. For me, it will be like the Arsenal game. Are we going to sit there and be slapped up by Arsenal at the Emirates next Sunday? Is that going to be the case? Or are we going to be able to maybe start to finally fix our away record? We have to take one thing at a time. So focusing on tomorrow, but we still have a way to go. There's still a week left before the window closes. So hopefully we can sort this shit out. I hope. Stefano says, I think that's what Sancho needs responsibility. Put him there in false nine, and I think he'll do fine. To be most, a lot of the times in the preseason, looked pretty good. I think there was some games where I was like, yeah, what was it? Was it the Dortmund game? It was one game where I was like, I don't know. Where he kind of annoyed the shit out of me, but other games overall, like especially that Arsenal game, I ain't gonna lie, that was really good. Need to see more. Pick up the solo P1. Make sure you do subscribe to this channel. Happy Friday to you as well. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Luma says we will be battered by Arsenal. Simple as that. I don't even want to focus on that. Let me just focus on tomorrow's game, and then we'll take it from there. I believe Arsenal is going to be playing Fulham at the same time that we're playing um, Forest. So we'll see. I hope yo, for once, can we just have a weekend where we're not going to be the laughing stock? We 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 were the laughing stock alongside Chelsea, last week. I want Liverpool to feel it. I want Newcastle to slap up Liverpool. How about that? That's what I want. Stefano says, as we know, guys, the United shirt weighs heavy. A lot of pressure on these dudes. 100%. Like this shirt, mwah, this holds some weight. A lot of weight. It's it's a shirt that you should be proud of wearing. Okay? Legit. Legit. Truma says I thought Man United was rotten until I saw the Spanish FA. Yo, Tualumba? Tualumba. I will be doing a video on that. Probably I don't have anything planned for Sunday, so I probably will be filming a video on that whole freaking scandal from the Spanish FA president. Because I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, did that actually happen? To those of you wondering what we're referring to, it's madness. Research it. but there's inappropriate behavior from the Spanish FA president in the Women's World Cup final. I will do a video on it, talk about it, because that's Lord have mercy. Well, what did I say, Jordan? Because I said I hope you get slapped up. There's no hiding that I don't like Liverpool. I hate y'all. I don't hate you guys. Like the fans, I ain't got a problem. Like the club, you know. Sorry, because we gotta wrap it up. I'm actually gonna just plan some content for tomorrow, and then later tonight I'm actually going to the movies and gonna be watching Barbie. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Yeah, either way, I hope that you guys have a lovely time wherever you are in the world. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna be doing watch along, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking a little bit of a setback when it comes to watch alongs. It's been lovely not stressing with doing watch alongs. We'll probably start doing it again at some time here and there, but it's so nice to just watch a game and then I do the match reaction. But I do a match reaction straight after the game, but no watch along for tomorrow and for the time being. It really is lovely. I ain't gonna lie. Big up Solo P freaking hell I cannot speak. P1 to smash the like button. Yeah. Before I go, let me just quickly see how much likes we got. Just for the vibes, for the people. Just gonna check for a friend. I'm the friend. We have 19 likes. Okay, okay. We can do better. But good one, Sofia. Until next time, we will be there. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Every time for me, it's like Xavi. He's very stuck in his ways with certain players, and we'll keep on playing them or keeping them. Example, Alonso with Xavi and Anthony with Ertanag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. That's a good point. Losers, hope you have a good Friday and weekend. Thank you. The same to you guys. I hope Man United wins tomorrow. So to those who tuned in, my prediction for tomorrow is 2-1. I don't know who's going to be scoring. Let's just say for vibes, Bruno Rashi scores tomorrow. And then Iwani scores for Forest. So 2-1. Yeah, to those of you watching on the replay, do let me know your prediction in the comment section. Like the video. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. We are, like I said, on the road to 3K subscribers, and we're actually one subscriber away from 2,100 subscribers. So after that, it will be 900 subscribers away from 3K. So we're moving over here. Okay, Rashi and Tate and Iwani. Okay. Either way, see you guys tomorrow for the live match reaction after the game. Have a wonderful Friday wherever you are in the world and a weekend in general. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.